Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the 3rd seed in this playoff, the Akron Zips, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Oklahoma Sooners offense has the football first here today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Handing off on the draw play. Runs through the defender. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. No huddle now for the offense.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught on the outside. It's Foster. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And the Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's reeled in. It's Smith. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. The Sooners are in the red zone now. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal. And the Sooners looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Akron's offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Smith. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. That gain sets up a third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the Zips will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Now rolling out to his left. Has no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area, expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play. The ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. He'll throw it now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner tackled right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able...
Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Zips.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Finds his target, and it's complete. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Well, Kirk, Akron has the lead here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through 1 quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Hand it off for a draw. Oh, look at the quick cut. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And they get him down after the completion. 2nd down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Here's the handoff. The Zips pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, willing to take a chance here. You know, we've seen him do it a few times. They're now 3 for 3 on these 4th down calls.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Zips line up on 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. And the Sooners will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll run it here. Fighting off the defender. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Boy, after a huge gain on the ground, they come back and throw the football, and the quarterback's on his back. The offensive line's got to do a good job of not just with the run blocking, but taking care of their quarterback and giving him a chance to throw the ball.
Quick throw to his receiver. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years, just off the top of my head. Guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles, and soft hands, good timing, and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Caught quickly.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any...
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And that catch is hauled in. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. The Zips pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go as he's being hit. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. The Sooners come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders in this defense. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
And he knocks that one right through. That will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Final seconds in the 1st half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Akron offense back out on the field now.
And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1/2 away from crowning a national champion.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And they'll run it on the jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Zips. That puts him on top in the 2nd half. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Foster. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. And the Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The pocket breaking down. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. They'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Zips with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. Hey, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll tackle him at the 27. The Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Tailback with another carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, here we are. are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. I mean, it is. It's become an offensive game, but how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Slides to avoid the big hit. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense going with the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Good enough for first down yardage. And the Sooners are in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it on the option.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And, boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Bringing pressure. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
And the field goal is good. Hold on now, there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, it still wouldn't be a first down. The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The Sooners come to the line with first and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get him down that time. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They line up on third and goal. Got to pick this score down territory, down multiple scores. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution, championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Well, Kirk, Akron has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. He'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Zips have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down after that previous play. Here comes a handoff. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. He missed it. Field goal, no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Pressure is coming. Down he goes, a sack. 2nd and long for this offense after the sack. They're going to run it here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to create here on the move. He's got a receiver wide open here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow him to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. And the Sooners look to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff on a single back formation. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd and goal for the offense. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. They'll run it from the gun. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock. Yards. They ain't doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
He's going to take off. The senior calls his own number, picks up the 1st down. The Sooners are going to cash in here in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the point after is right down the middle. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Akron offense back out on the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Snags the quick throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game, and here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down, and he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. And the Zips will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made after a big gain. The Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry-up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff to the back. They keep the clock moving. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Ball handed off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the right side. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So quickly all the way up to the 36 and it's first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep.
Looking to throw it deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And he's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners.